If you are a car lover, we know just the place that will rev your engines. The Tampa Bay Automobile Museum is one of our area's hidden gems, and GDL photojournalist Greg Garbers takes us inside.
The Tampa Bay Automobile Museum is a unique collection of vintage cars and automobiles. In our collection, we have 92 cars total, but today we have 76 of those cars on display, and it's all about engineering and automotive innovation. So there has to be something unique or innovative from an engineering perspective for the vehicle to be in here. We have 7 countries represented, 56 manufacturers. Our oldest car is from 1899. It's a very special collection. Only 15 on display right now are American made. So it's a lot of international brands, particularly French cars, and that's because our founder originally hails from France. And when he moved to the United States in the early 1970s, he brought his regular cars with him that he drove each day. And that's essentially what started the collection. And those 5 cars are featured in the line behind me here. And the very first car in the collection was this 1937 Peugeot. We do all of our restoration in-house. We've got 3 guys on our team. One does all the exterior fabrication work, another one does all the interior, and we have a designated mechanic as well. And they do amazing work. We've got a few cars in various stages of restoration that we're working on currently, but we've also got some pretty amazing examples of cars that are completely restored. And that's important because this is about automotive preservation. This is so that people can see these cars, go back in time, learn from them, and also keep these snapshots and these moments of history going for people to see for many years to come. Wood was used for frames and chassis in the early 1900s. We've got one car in particular, a 1905 Franklin Model F Touring. It's made out of ash, and you can really see how much wood is actually holding that car together. And so a lot of times you have to make a wood frame first, and then you put the steel or the aluminum metal over the wood. Every car in here has a unique story, but one of my favorites is this 1953 Hotchkiss Gregor Coupe. This car was unveiled at the 1953 New York City Auto Show, which is the same show that the Corvette was unveiled to the public at. And it just so happens that the head of design for Chevrolet at the time, Ed Cole, is there along with Jean-Albert Gregor, who is the gentleman who designed this car. They actually got a picture of the two of them talking about this car. And when I say they're talking about this car, I mean they're talking about this car here. Ed Cole was so impressed with it, he bought it at the show, had it shipped to Detroit. It was registered in his name for a number of years. But what's most interesting is this is a 1953 Hotchkiss Gregor Coupe. The logo is a mid-stride Impala, and you see that on the hood of the car as well as the steering wheel. 1953 model. Just a few years later, in 1957, Chevrolet releases the Impala, which, as we know, it goes on to be an iconic American car. But they also used a mid-stride Impala as their logo for that car too. So you can see the inspiration from one designer and one car and how it makes its way to another engineer and another car from a different company. Our restoration team is incredible. Our in-house mechanic, Andy, has been here for 16 years. He knows the cars like the back of his hand.
What we have here is a 1965 Mustang that's all-wheel drive with ABS brakes, made by Harry Ferguson. Today known as Massey Ferguson. They build tractors. There was only 2 of these built in all-wheel drive. The other one was just ABS brakes, and it was just left as a test platform to compare the 2 together. I've driven everything in here more than once. Some of them I don't like driving, some of them I love driving. I actually have 2 favorites in here. I have the Cord Beverly 812, and then I have the Derby L8. Right here is the Derby motor that's out of our Derby right here, 1933 front-wheel drive V8. This V8 is pretty unique because you can either run these 4 cylinders or you can run these 4 cylinders all 8 together in 1933, where Cadillac tried this in the 80s and it was kind of an electrical flop. None of them are on the road today.
We get visitors from all over the country and really all over the world who are just so floored with what they see. And it's because of the engineering and automotive innovation angle and focus that makes this collection so unique. Having so many international cars, particularly French cars, these are things you just don't see at most car museums. So it's a very special collection, and we love seeing the reactions and how much people enjoy and appreciate the things that they see on display here.
Wow, well, for more information, you can go to tbauto.org.